He was very kind and caring. After he came here, he still was actively in the groups helping people that wishing to get admission to come to Canada for their study, their grad study, PhD or master's.
She was an amazing girl, and I have to talk about her. And my wife too. You know, we had a very, very good life. I think it was not right. I think it was not fair what happened.
She got to spend a whole month with my mother and my father who live in Iran. And she wanted to come back before things got worse.
He was a dentist, but more than that, he was the most humble person I've ever known. He was the most social person I've ever known. He was connecting everyone. Everyone that I knew or didn't know has reached out.
We always loved dancing together. We always loved laughing together. She was my best buddy. We even had the same birthday. Our favorite thing was to celebrate our birthdays together.
They were absolutely amazing. That's the problem. Nobody can believe it that happened to them. They were so helpful to everyone. We didn't lose our family member. We just lost the hero.
We didn't lose a friend. We didn't lose the family, a sister and a brother, very close one. You know, we have seen each other a couple of times in a week, not in a month, in a week. We would keep texting, calling each other. We knew everything about each other.
I lost almost all my life. I feel all the sound, the walking, the all the movement, every single of my house. We built our dream house together.
She wanted to go for Doctors Without Borders, wanted to go to Africa, to different countries to help people. He was a social entrepreneur. He was a doctor and at the same time a businessman. He wanted to make a better world with medical applications.
She was a chemist. She saved my life. I lived because of her. I was married to her for 10 years. Very short 10 years.
He was very, very, very kind and a nice person. I mean, all the different people who knew him from different backgrounds, with different personalities. Everybody really liked him. I mean, I bet you cannot find anyone who can say that Mohammad annoyed them or did something that they didn't like.
The more I knew her, the more I came to like her. She was a lovely person all around. The sort of person you would like to be around. The sort of person who would cheer you up and who would be always there for you.
I lost all of my family. My wife was very, very intelligent person. My daughter was an artist. She loves Bohemian Rhapsody song. And my son, he was very cute with a nice laugh.
Every time I was a little down, I said, "Daddy, are you okay?" I said, "Yes, I'm okay." And then she said, "Be happy."
He had a very bright future because, he did engineering and MBA. We want to place him for a faculty position.
She's just a force of nature. I mean, she's this dynamo of energy and positivity. Her life's work was all about supporting Indigenous peoples in their efforts to conserve their territories.
He was one of the most supportive and hilarious people that I knew. He was the kind of guy that could make friends with everyone, and everyone loved him.
He was such a hardworking, smart, and sharp fellow. He was midway through his PhD, and he'd already published, I think, 3 or 4 articles, which is a huge milestone.
These two couples, they were the kind of couples that they were just so happy together. They're so live, so in love, you know. All of them, literally all of them changed my life at least, to the point. They helped whenever I needed. They talked to me, they were my friends, they were there for me. He always was so cheerful, and he knew how to make you cheerful, you know. You were feeling down, all you need to do, just to go to him. And then he knew what to tell you to make you feel good.
Very caring person, very kind. He had a very, very lovely personality. He was caring about everybody.
What stands out in my mind is that he treasured his son. On a daily basis, this was a guy that could make you laugh. It was just who he was. It was just how he did things, how he handled himself.
She studied very hard. She spent most of her time in her room to study. She was very, very polite, clean, respectful. She was beauty inside out.
He was really dedicated, and he wanted to do more. He was asking to do more. And that I really enjoyed in him, because he was doing a significant contribution to the advancement of our research program.
She was super kind and very friendly and very supportive. That she was a person that I always can, count on her.
He liked and enjoyed education, and was so serious to start his education for PhD in Ottawa University.
This week we have so many lives gone, just regular people, because of wrong decision that politics make, and that's so difficult. It makes it much more difficult and painful.
Bahar, my friend, she was a volunteer at the Persian school, teaching our children how to read, write.
After 3 hours, I started looking at the list, the names. I looked at it like over 6-7 times. I don't have the chance to hug him again, to kiss him again, to smell him.
I once joked with Farouk. I said, Farouk, it's so amazing that you're a woman coming from Iran. And if you were to be born in Canada, perhaps you would be a prime minister. Anybody who knows Farouk, they will tell you this. They will tell you that this was an amazing individual.
She was always my mom in Canada. From the first days I came here, she backed me up, she helped me a lot. I'm still in shock. I can't believe we lost her.
She was a really kind and social person, and she had this big smile on her face all the time, even though that she was sad or she was stressed, and she was trying to help everyone that she knew.
She would make friends very, very easily, and everyone would think she's their best friend. And on top of that, my dad, he was very inquisitive, and he was also very, very methodological.
Happy boy, social boy, always volunteering within the community, and they were great family and great symbol of the immigrant work coming to Canada.
We were best friends. I mean, me, my husband and her, we would go out to places all the time, going for drinks, parties. She would come over, stay at my house all the time.
Extraordinary people. It's just such a great loss, not for our family, for everyone in the community.
They got great jobs, finished their studies, they plan to have a child. They just recently got their permanent residency. That at the same day they would like to go back to Iran. They got the news.
Showed the news to my husband, and I told him, God helps us all, not knowing that the first thing that's gonna get hit would be so close to my heart, and it would be my entire world.
Shah was a very truly kind-hearted person, very generous, very hard worker. He has gone back home for a visit. He wanted to surprise his family. He went home, he didn't even let them know that he was going back.
They just bought a house, they had their jobs, they were getting married, and I can only imagine that it was just a beginning for them.
He was a Tai Chi and Wushu champion. Both his parents are doctors, and he was planning to study medicine. He was like one of the top students.
They were basically the kindest souls that I knew, like honestly, and like since day one that I got to know them and hang out with them, it was a blast.
She was a really smart person and nice person and talent, and she was always thankful to Canada that let us start a new life. But she cared a lot. She cared a lot about people in our home country, Iran.
They were honestly the sweetest souls, the smartest people that we had ever met. They were on their way to becoming doctors. I'm just really sad.
She was so close to me. She was so excited to go back. She was texting me that my finals are over. She planned to surprise her mom.
They were such sweet people. They were such kind people. I know whatever they did, whatever they had done, it was just for the kids and for a better life for them. The daughters were their whole life.